Hey everybody, it's Barbara Ann. Welcome back to my channel, Straight Out of Context. Gypsy Rose Blanchard posted this to her Instagram. This is a recap, right? She goes on to say this. I think a lot of people, they have this perception of me that just because I have not experienced something, that it attributes to being childlike. My mother used to treat me like a child, and she wanted me to be a child. I'm not stupid. You don't have to talk to me like I'm stupid. It irritates me. Verbatim.
I want y'all to be secure. I want y'all to be 1,000% sure that y'all are ready.
I know in the big picture, Ryan and I want a family. But
She says she wants a family with Ryan, but then she takes a plan B to make sure she doesn't have a family with Ryan, right?
dinner. Cheers. Not getting pregnant.
So a lot of people had a problem with this. Gypsy Rose Blanchard being able to see Post Malone. Post Malone did a event that was sponsored by Bud Light, which is owned by Anheuser-Busch. Same with Budweiser. It is an alcohol-related sponsored, very exclusive. Only 2,000 people supposedly got tickets to even attend this event. It took place on Friday, which was before Super Bowl Sunday, which was being hosted in New Orleans, Louisiana. I didn't see a problem with her going. My whole thing was the fact that she's claiming it's a mental health day, that, you know, her baby's not even 2 months old yet. It's just, a lot of moms did have a problem. A lot of moms did have a problem because the whole, oh, I have to have good mental health to take care of my baby. You know, that's the whole thing with us moms. Over 92% of all global females will be a mother before their childbearing years are up. So yeah, most women do know what it is to be a mom. We do understand how isolating it can be. But the thing is, Gypsy, you have a lot of support and resources, and you have a lot of connections that a lot of women and mothers, especially single mothers, do not have. I'm a cancer survivor, and I was born with a genetic connective tissue disease. I also have fibromyalgia. I have severe neuropathy, okay? So I know what it is to feel isolated, to feel physically stuck and in chronic pain every day. I know what it is to want to get out, but the thing is, a lot of people are saying, why should she feel this way when her baby's not even 2 months old? That's really weird. I don't have a problem with anybody going to a concert. If you buy the tickets, you go. I think concerts are great. I think they're fun. I love music. So I would not knock anybody for doing that. But another thing that bothered a lot of people was the fact that she kept going live and posting videos on the short stories, which disappear after so long. And she kept showing herself and not showing Post Malone. And see, that's the thing with social media and creating content. People want to feel like they're experiencing it with you. They want the facts, truth, evidence. They want to feel like if you're doing something like a concert, like they are there with you, that they're experiencing it, that they're not having to pay for a ticket, but they get a sense of what it was like for concert goers to actually be present in that moment. The best content is created that way, where you create a visual experience and connect with your community. But Gypsy Rose Blanchard is not on social media to have a community. She's never made content. All she's using it for is basically marketing and advertising her own shows, her own books, her own interviews, speaking engagements, etc., etc. But it begs the question that Ben Bella Books does not need you to advertise on TikTok. Same thing with Lifetime. They don't need you to advertise on TikTok, nor Instagram, where you barely have not even 1 million followers. So they're an entire network. They can market and advertise the show themselves and do a much better job than all of the negative publicity that Gypsy Rose Blanchard gets on TikTok, Instagram, etc. So Gypsy has never been here to advocate for other people, despite us having lots of screenshots and stories and texts where she said she was going to advocate for other people, that she was going to use her platform for good for others. But, you know, we know that Gypsy Rose Blanchard is not altruistic. She's a psychological egoist. Everything is all about her and in service to her, what she wants when she wants it. And the show is all about that. She also has confirmed with her friend Bree, whose name is Brianna Hines, that she is not going to do any other show with Lifetime after this season, that she is done, that she's not doing anything public anymore whatsoever. No more books, no more documentaries, no more TV shows. I wonder how long Ken is going to stick around, because Ken only came back when there was cameras right there and immediately got involved and chose to be on camera. Hybristophilia and paraphilia is when somebody is attracted to or aroused by somebody who is incarcerated. Those are the type of people who send fan mail and letters to somebody who is notorious for a very serious felony heinous crime, such as Gypsy Rose Blanchard. The Missouri statute for first-degree premeditated homicide is anybody over the age of 18 who knowingly causes the death of another person. Gypsy Rose has often stated that she got over 250 people writing to her while she was incarcerated for 8.5 years. From June of 2015 to December 28th of 2023. So we are already aware of what she did to Ryan and what she has done to other people. The way that she uses them, manipulates them, love bombs them, then Darvos them, and then turns around and tries to perpetrate herself into this victim narrative that she herself created. And then she tries to destroy that person and humiliate that person publicly and humiliate them and damage their reputation through social media, through using TMZ and other publications such as that, Page Six, Daily Mail, People Magazine, etc., etc. And then she completely just disposes of people when they no longer serve a use to her. But we know what I went through for over 6.5 months with the whole adaptive Kate thing, okay? Because I have all of this, and I have many, many, many police reports that have been filed on Gypsy's friend and the people that are with her doxing me, doxing other people. Also, trying to get people kicked out, trying to call my children's schools. So that's why I have 5 different police reports involving this. And I also have all of the evidence and all of the proof of what they have done. And yes, Gypsy did know, because somebody that was friends with Gypsy and friends with Bree directly told me so and read me the private messages between the two of them. And yes, admitted to me that this was to help to harass me, to get my platforms taken, and to get my content down. But let's talk about this for a moment. 204 pages of medical records where it says that Gypsy Rose Blanchard has a cognitive impairment. And I'm not going to say it, even though it is a medical term and a medical diagnosis. It is mild. It is mild, not profound mental R word. But yes, I can see why her mom was treating her like a child, because mentally she was. And something that kind of makes me wonder if Gypsy does or does not have a cognitive impairment is the fact that she parrots and she mimics other people, especially her sister. She wants to copy her, mimic her clothes, her style, her way of talking, because she thinks that's what's cool and trendy. And she's always done that. But the thing is, her very impulsive, erratic behavior and the way that she's just so self-centered. A lot of people that have cognitive impairments behave that way. And they're also sex obsessed. They're also obsessed with romance and this false ideal of a fairy tale. A lot of people that have a logical and cognitive understanding know that that is not reality, right? So for Gypsy, I think there's things in here that are very much true. Her medical records do not reflect a whole bunch of just mommy said it, so it's a lie. Gypsy Rose really was born with microcephaly. She has strabismus of the eye. She also had sleep apnea, and we know she has a microdeletion of a chromosome. That is true, and that is very real. That also comes with physical issues, medical issues. But let's take a look at this. 9.6 and lowering. Her paid for memberships on TikTok went from 36 people down to 32, down to 16, and now it's at only 5 subscribers. Because Gypsy doesn't adhere to what she's supposed to be giving her members as perks.